They can hear us. Oh god, the internet can hear us. Ah!
Ah!
No!
Fantastic. Hey, well, it sort of worked. Hi!
It's all Raytog's fault.
It's usually my fault. Today, yeah, let's just go with this my fault. Hi, I'm Tog. This is our D&D game. It's D&D Galactic. I've done this before, I promise.
At least 5 times.
Yeah. Yeah, episode 5's title is roundabout the mood that I'm in. So, we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
It's not fine.
We're here against our will. Help us.
Oh.
Well, at least one of
He's
the
kidnapped
characters
us all and
is.
put us into different rooms.
Shit,
We're stuck in these boxes. Help!
I wish my apartment was that big. Damn.
Well, the basement split into 3 rooms. So.
So I'm Raytog, this is D&D Galactic, and these are my wonderful friends who are totally, I guess, here against their will, but they're
I'm
having
here
fun.
voluntarily, but I'm also kind of kinky.
Fantastic. So tonight we're gonna have a smidge of a shorter game because we gotta wake up way early, and it's all just going like wacky sideways over here. You'll notice, might as well start at the end instead of the beginning.
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything is fine. It's a weird week.
Oh, we're fine.
But we're gonna do it.
Don't even worry about it.
So I'm gonna go backwards with our introductions this time, because I'm sure most of us can notice one webcam is off. That is because wonderful wife, how are you doing today? I know how you are. Yeah. The sick has come around through workplaces, so everyone's
Thank God.
fine.
Thank God it's just a head cold.
Yeah, everyone's fine, but we're not doing cams on that tonight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no.
take a rest. So besides the head cold, how have you been? What's going on? And who you playing?
I've been great. I play Asana, the Reborn Warlock. And well, we're gonna see what kind of trouble we can get into with this episode.
Yes, we are. This is weird going backwards.
You did this.
I did
Chaos.
do this. Chaos. We're going backwards. So next up, friend Bloodgear. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. I'm Bloodgear. I'm playing the Dragonborn Samurai Tatsumasa Kuroda. He, out there learning the world, chopping up goblins. Except for Jeff.
Jim.
Jim.
Jim, we love him.
Jim.
For Jim, and everyone decided.
Oh, right, Jim.
Everyone decided his name was spelled like that.
Jim.
So yeah, I'm here to cut stuff up and drink sake, and I'm all out of sake.
This is perfect. Someone who I am deeply aware is usually stacked up with alcohol in their home. Seamus, buddy, how you doing? How you been?
That was the transition to me, but fair.
Yeah.
Fair. I was half tempted until you were like, we're going to do a shorter stream. I was like, oh, I'm drink Shamrock tonight.
Woo. Woo. That shit's dangerous.
But Rar, because I'm a zombie.
We're gonna get into that.
You know, you're a mummy.
I'm
If I tell you I
legitimately
have
playing-
brains, will you give me head?
but I'm
Good
playing
night, everybody.
But I'm playing Haran Stone Chipper for now. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. We'll see if new character sheets need to get. You're just level 1. It's fine.
I'm a lady.
Okay.
Well, that's a pretty fantastic transition because you're next. So, lady, how are you? How you been? And who are you
Hello,
playing?
lady.
Lady.
I'm Mrs. Mizui. I stream on Twitch too, sometimes. Monday here, Wednesday, Friday, somewhere else. And I've been good. I did some art this week, and that was nice. You know, like getting back into the things. So it's been fun. Otherwise, I am playing Kiara Elise. She is a very cool kind of person.
Totally
She's
good.
definitely playing up her like casualness currently, and yeah, she's having a good time. I'm sure everything will be fine. As a cleric, a Twilight cleric, you know, I'm sure she can be really helpful in this zombie chaos.
Zombie chaos.
Probably.
Probably.
She's a good person, though.
We have to begin and
That
end.
remains to be seen.
Begin and end on that. So, going in reverse alphabetical order, speaking of all of this is fine, that brings us to Builder. So, Matt, buddy, how you doing? How you been?
I'm good. Happy it's Monday again.
How weird is that?
Isn't that
Not
weird?
for work.
How weird is
just
that?
good. But I am playing.
Builder, the totally normal Warforged, who is stuck with you all, unfortunately, for now.
Yep. Stuck
person.
indeed.
Stuck here in the middle with you.
He really tried to get out of this whole group dynamic immediately, and it just did not work out for him.
It's very true.
True.
And I'm just like, nope, back with the flock.
Somebody just did a follow thing. Well, thank you. And flipping up back to the head of the alphabet here. Alton Goodbarrel, the one who had an episode title changed for his name.
Now, if you
Because
give
of-
him heads, he gives you tails.
True that.
How you doing,
Yeah.
buddy?
I am great. You know, last week I went to a concert I've been looking forward to for months.
What
So
concert?
Exciting. The Trinity of Terror tour. It was very exciting.
That sounds interesting.
It was
I don't know
fantastic.
anything about that band. Tell me about that band. That's what we're doing.
Elaborate.
What bands?
It was Fame on Fire was the opener, and then
Alright.
Ice Nine Kills, Black Veil Brides, and
Ice Nine
Motionless
Kills?
Oh
Ah!
my god.
That sounds like it would have been awesome.
Oh, it was. It was incredible.
That sounds like a good
Chef
time.
kiss.
It
Sounds
was
like a
great
good time.
Nature's healing. Concerts are returning.
Damn time.
Right. I am Bruce. I play Alton Goodbarrel, and somehow, in my haste to pick open a locked door that stood before us, I don't quite know if there's actually a correlation, but Haran disappeared, so that's unfortunate. And
Why we can't have good things, Alton?
You
yeah,
lost, Haran. I
You
swear, we
just-
give you one job.
You should have let Haran pick the door.
I
He
feel
would have
like
done it well.
I was
And you
doing
have
well.
disappeared.
Oof!
Just
Oof!
you know, it just things happen.
Things happen. Things just happen.
Yeah, things.
So, with all of the introductions out of the way, I'm Tog. I'm running the game. That's it. Usually I do this whole big spiel right now about, usually write an interesting introductory paragraph. But I don't think I'm going to do that this time. I think it's probably better and will probably be more entertaining for everybody if I ask you guys, what do you remember about what happened last time?
Oh, Mr. T, we ain't got time to jibber jabber, fool.
Wow.
We're just gonna go
We gotta save Haran.
Says you.
Yes, it's me.
You're being very liberal with that. Got to.
Wow. We should, because if one of us is lost, all of us are lost. Remember, that's what they said at the
That is what they
beginning
said.
of the test.
Not if they just disintegrate.
Teamwork makes the dream work. If you leave one behind, you fail.
I'll get the
Yeah.
That's
broom.
what I remember.
I'll get the broom.
Technically, he's in the room ahead of us, so he kind of left us behind.
Bastard.
Technically.
Which
But
makes
I
him
don't-
not part of the team and therefore killable.
Yep, he's the
You
one
know,
who
if
fails.
he's dead, it's not like we left him behind, right?
Guys, you all have something right on your faces. Just right about here.
Here,
Right
here's
about
the
here.
thing. We need Haran. He has talent with tech, and we need that right now.
Well, good.
There's
Do we,
no
though?
I in team, and there's no you in team. So if I'm not on the team and you're not on the team, nobody's
no one's
on the
fucking
team.
There is an I in team. It's right in the asshole. It's right in the a-hole.
Oh.
Okay, so where we left off, kids, there was we're in room. When had we made it? We had made it to room 3.
3.
Yep,
The end of room 3.
probably the end. You don't know if it's the end.
Are you right?
So
Roar.
When you say end,
Roar.
We were told 10, but it is a lying evil computer voice, so.
okay.
Well, already,
Fun
like,
question.
One of the rooms
Do
has
you
more
know-
than one.
Do you know for sure that she's lied to you?
Well, no. We can't say she's lied to us directly, but we can't say she's told
Can
us.
Builder make an insight check? Because he's kind of similar to a robot?
he is a
You
robot.
know what?
Lying?
We're
I
not
mean,
even on the fucking
it's a
map yet,
robot,
and I'm gonna
totally.
say yes. Roll a fucking inside check. Let's see what happens. Let's see
Okay.
how this goes.
16.
Did she
16.
did she tell us there was cake? Because that was probably a lie.
There, man, I thought about that. I thought about including that. There has been no cake spoken about or otherwise, but with a 16 on an insight, no, you haven't noticed any like flat out untruths. You have noted maniacal glee. You have noted probably takes a lot of pride in her work, but you have not noted outright dishonesty yet.
Yes.
Okay. Yet.
Hold on. You mean to tell me this computer enjoyed making a bunch of rats into crazed drug fiends to kill us?
You mean
Wouldn't you?
rats
Right.
with psychotropic drugs and combat stims? Yeah, that happened.
I have safety concerns.
As you should. Let's move to the map and go over what happened last time.
Be
We
fair,
were-
science waits for no one.
We were here. So nobody needs move, because I need to adjust this for our audience as well as myself. Because this is a big old long room, and there's a lot going on here. Our wonderful Alton here had gone past several traps, holes in the floor, lots of shit.
I got charred a little bit.
You got charred a little
crispy.
bit.
A little
Healing
crispy.
had to happen. And he had crossed the room, gotten to this big door that was clearly this room was designed to teach about traps. Apparently, several traps were triggered, and when the lock was picked, Haran, who was standing right behind him, disappeared from the rest of the room. All the party members were kind of in shock. Fucking what? As the doors open, poor Haran down here can see that there he is. Yeah, this is not your actual position, by the way. This is just here so you can see. This trap seems to have put him in a room full of creatures that are now standing up. Look a lot like mummies. Things wrapped up in bandages. And as he looked down at himself, oh shit, he was also wrapped in bandages. Rar. And is currently under a mind-afflicting spell. And to the party's dismay, they do not know, A, he's in this room at all. B, if they do discern that he's in this room, they don't know which one he is. So, that's catching everyone up. I believe this would be a good time to, as I flip the music over to combat music. As I keep it low. There we go. I'm going to put everybody's trackers on, and then as soon as I do that, we are going to roll initiative. And you guys can go ahead now. See if it actually applies it or not. Some of them do, some of them don't. You might have to write it
You
in. If it
gotta
doesn't
click
work,
on. If you highlight your token before you click the initiative button, it'll put it in there for you.
I did not actually know that. That's fancy. Roll 20 functionalities.
I forgot to click mine on.
It's all good. You can just click on the turn order and literally type it in too.
Yep.
I have to crack open these mummies.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
Not bad.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
Well.
Well, that could either be good or bad.
Depends on if he gets a save for that effect.
Well, it seems to be intelligence, which is my highest stat. Let's hope and pray. For me. That you guys don't care.
Do I recall that you ended up with a bonus of some sort?
I do, actually.
Okay. I
Unfortunately,
wrote that down somewhere, right?
I don't think he got the best bonus for that one. I think I got the best bonus
Yes,
for that one.
you got the bonus for that one. Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, so initiatives are in. Initiatives are lined up. Our mummies have rolled an 8. Fantastic. That begins us with Oh Haran. Oh Haran.
Oh, hurrah.
So we're going to begin this combat with asking you, my good sir, to make me a save. Because as of now, you are considered compelled. But there's a save against that to see what is going to happen here. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Fuck.
Wisdom. Oh, shit.
I'm
Ouch.
gonna say no.
Get rid of that early.
Yep.
Well, so this is how this is going to go. So what is that? There's a total of 4. Nat 1. The dice gods want this whole fight to go a certain way, so here we go.
Time to make that new character.
So, you feel the throes of paralyzation wear off as you start to rise up. You find yourself sitting in one of these coffins in the corners, just poofed there out of nothing. And as you sit up, you see all these other mummy-looking undead creatures sit up. And you do as well. So, from this compulsion, you are currently indistinguishable from said zombies. And since you failed, you are compelled to rise and start moving to the doors. Alton, as you open this door, that's what you see.
I think I've made a mistake here.
Yep. It's pretty self-evident that mistakes were made. Shit's hitting the fan. So, Haran, I believe it is currently your turn.
Mama, you're gonna die right now.
Mummies are up. Tatsu, you rolled a big ol' high initiative, so what would you like to do? You're pretty far back, though.
What are the rules with shooting with people in between me?
Usually you don't. I think you need a clear line of sight. How does that function? Yeah, I think you need a clear line of sight.
They are also much shorter than me.
I
I'm
think
not.
you roll at disadvantage
but
if there's.
They would have cover. They would have a bonus to their AC probably.
That's true. Pull out my fancy thing. So you can attempt to move to a better locale and take a shot.
I'm only 3 feet tall, so I don't think that factors into
It's amusing.
for you.
It's amusing that you can fire over people's heads. So let me see this. You get several degrees of cover, so they'll get bonuses against it, and that's fine. Okay, cool. So,
Move up there,
yep, that would be your full movement too.
and then start blasting with my blaster.
So I started blasting. Go ahead and take a shot. First off, and very importantly, please ping which one you were shooting at, because that might be important.
I guess the one right in front of me. This guy right here.
Okay, well, I'm going to do one thing before you actually make your shot. I'm going to have you give me just a general perception check. This is not a bonus action. This does not cost any action economy. But just give me a general perception check. That's a 12. This is a pretty low DC. So you will note that 2 of these zombie-ish figures. Let me see if I can find a good representation for them. 2 of them are definitely of shorter stature than the other 2, which are full size. If that means anything to you, I don't know. That's up to you. But I'm going to say this guy here.
I'm
This
only
guy
seeing-
here. And this guy next to it here. These 2 are shorter than these 2.
Yeah, as I have no idea what's going on with him being transported into mummy clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it.
Which
Just
one are you firing at?
It's the first one I would see, the one straight ahead of me.
Like dead in the middle? Okay.
Yep. How do I do that again?
So it's on your character sheet in the middle.
No, I mean just for future reference, click and make it highlighted.
Oh, so you
Like
just
you just
click
did.
and hold on a certain point.
Oh, click and hold. Okay, I'll try to remember. All right, so let's go with the blast.
The blaster.
So, anyways, I started blasting.
So it's a
Blasting.
9. Your shot as you fire actually goes a little off. So a 9 with their bonus to AC is a miss. So so Haran, you're sitting up and you're starting to walk forward and you see right past you.
Whoops.
It went off to the side this way, so it went right between you and this other zombie. You're still not sure which one is you, but they're shooting at you. So that's a move and an action. You don't have any bonus actions on you, do you, sir? I think that's it.
Yeah.
This early, I think that's it. Okay. Hopefully, heart of the party, Fee. What are we doing?
So I have a question really quickly.
Okay, it might be helpful.
This is totally off topic, really. So what I can see on the D&D stream is not what I can see on my Roll20. Is that just because of my character position, or is something going on?
That is true, because there is dynamic lighting. If you
Okay.
move closer to the door, you will be able to see through the door. The audience can see what all of you can
that's
see.
So cool.
So the audience can see what everyone can see. I've had to jury rig this so that the audience has a camera. And yes, Haran, you're trapped in there. You can't get out. You're in a box. I put you in a box.
I'm just moving. I'm just shifting myself.
I didn't realize it had dynamic lighting. That's incredible.
It's actually quite cool.
So, yes.
Little things.
Yeah, so Haran is missing, and he just disappeared as far as we're concerned,
You saw it,
right?
yes.
And then
You were
these
there.
zombies came out, and then our friends started shooting at them.
Yep.
Cool. So Fee's gonna push her way to the door.
Okay.
The doorway here.
Okay.
And shout for Haran. Haran? Haran, where are you?
Do you I mean, that one of them does that. For whatever that's useful. Kitty.
Can I tell which one did it?
Yeah, you can tell.
Which one at me?
That guy.
Okay. Alright, cool.
That guy.
Fee is emboldened by this information.
Mm-hmm. Communication.
Hey! Is there any purple glow around this zombie? Maybe like around its neck or anything? This one, I can't quite see it on my thing because Alton's in my way, but like...
So,
this
Yeah.
one is the one you're saying. Made the noise, right?
is. So I guess, Haran, that's the question. Were you wearing anything
Yes.
that
yes,
was
I was
glowing?
wearing a continual light bolt.
Continual light bolt.
From the rat room.
So it's not very hard to see, so you're not going to need a perception check or anything like that. But there is a dim glow under the bandages that probably could be that thing that he was wearing. You also notice there's big like silver necklaces on each of them, so it's a little obscured. But if you're like looking at them with intent, you can tell that's probably what you think it is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Somehow I don't trust you at all as a DM, and so this zombie makes noise, and it seems like it's kind of maybe gonna be okay, but Fee's going to cast sleep into the room.
Sleep.
Yeah, sleep. I only have one level, right? Do I have second level spells?
No.
They are second level spells? No, they're first level spells. Sorry. D&D hard.
Okay, so you need to do.
And I'm gonna cast here.
Okay, so that it's going to. The goal of that is to
Knock
make
out
sure
every zombie I can.
and also not hit your friends, because why would you hit your friends?
You right. Hold on.
What?
What's the rule? What's it say on my thingy?
Okay, that's actually pretty amusing. So you have to do. You can get a couple of these. So they have a little more hit points than you.
The goblins.
I'm going to show a spell description here so I can actually read this. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Because I can do that too. That's handy.
Oh, so I can
So
cast it out. What is
we're gonna start
What
with.
are... Go ahead, sorry.
We're gonna start with. Do you have a preference on clockwise, counterclockwise that we go with this? Because you're doing.
I would start approximately this
So.
way. Right, yeah.
You have to do damage, air quotes, greater than their hit points for them to fall asleep.
Correct.
And it's going around. So you've done 28 points of damage, which isn't actually damage. So
Right.
this guy here that you've targeted first,
Sure.
is it? I know there is one. There's so many cool little icons that I've gotten for this.
Yeah.
But, we're gonna go with, this one. Little rice thing. Little Uzumaki. He goes up and he's like starting to walk towards Alton and goes like, and just kind of like almost like a robot, like powers down. It looks like he fell asleep standing up. And then it starts to go around clockwise to this one, and it doesn't seem to take a hold of any of the other zombies. So
Okay.
one of them is out. He actually just kind of like leans up against that wall right here. He's like, or just like it's like sleeping next to the water cooler, sort of thing. So with your spell, you have knocked out one zombie.
Okay. He's asleep. If we move around him, we can maybe find Haran before he wakes up.
Okay, so that is a move.
I
That is an
think-
action.
Can I use more of my movement?
Yeah. I don't care about splitting up movement. That's fine.
Okay, so this guy's asleep. Where are our squares at? Because of the tiles on the floor. I'm
Yeah,
having
ignore the
trouble.
ignore the tiles on the floor. It's the, you can like move around if you need to get.
Can I get all the way here with my
So
movement?
you had 5 feet there, so it'd be 10, 15, 20, 25. This would be 30, or this would be
Here?
30.
Okay, then I will come to here. That's 30, you said.
Yep. Running
then that's-
past them. So,
Danger zone, I know.
danger zone. You sprint past him. This does bring forth a couple of attacks of opportunity. So they're going to take swipes at you as you go, because you've passed by 2 of them. Here come to swing. What is your armor class again? Hang on, I got it in this book.
I think
Your
it's
AC
15?
is 15. Yeah. Swing number 1. Let's hope these are bad for your sake. Swing number 1.
Haha, that sucks.
Swing number 2. Better.
No.
So one of them bonks you on the side of the head on your way through. You are taking 5 damage.
Fine. It's fine. It's totally fine.
But you are now in the room. And you are now spreading the board out a little bit. Does that conclude your turn?
That concludes.
Cool. Alrighty. Things are happening. Yasana, you are up next.
Yasana saw the cleric run into the room and kind of calls out, "What's going on in there?"
Can I hear her from this distance?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. You can hear
Cool.
anybody.
Um,
It's not deafening.
One of them's asleep. I think Haran is one of the mummies. There's this glow from the beads. And when I called his name, one of them made noise. He's on the. Sure, let's see.
And that's worth the 6 seconds. That's about as much as you get. That's fair though.
Okay.
Spatial reasoning, so hard.
Here.
So you can see into the room, and you can tell that the ones with these purple symbols here are shorter than the others. Perhaps of halfling-ish sized. Halfling or gnomish sized. Or dwarven sized. Sorry, Seamus.
Move over here to kind of peek in the doorway,
Okay.
and then I see this guy right here,
Yep.
and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Can't fucking talk.
That's all good. Kitty.
Kitty.
Pretty kitty.
Yes. She's pretty.
What is it?
So you're hitting top
Oh, there
right.
it is.
It is a 15. It is definitely a hit.
Oh, thank God. Do I just click on the name of the spell?
Yep.
Okay.
Just like a weapon attack.
And 2 force damage. Meh.
Force damage. is fancy, though. Damage is taken. Dust flies off of the mummy. So that is
My turn.
That's the turn? Alright.
Yeah, it's the end of my turn.
Builder. It's go time, buddy.
Hi, baby.
I think I'm gonna rage.
You think?
I'm going to rage.
That just feels good. It's finally come to my campaign. Oh, he's in the thick of it. Jump the halfling.
Into the thick of it.
So with that, actually, that's my whole turn because I have to dash to get there. But you see Builder pop up his shield, and he kind of like bears down. You see his eyes glow red with that kind of different demeanor that he has, and he's just preparing to take some attacks.
Okay. So on that, only because this is pretty early on in the fact that this hallway that you had to clear and use all your movement for, and pretty much have to jump the halfling, I am going to ask you to make a athletics check, but because you're raging, you do have advantage on such things. Just to see if you are going to... What do you know?
You got advantage.
It's the same damn thing. 14 will clear a halfling.
I don't get kicked in the back of the head by a raging warforged.
I mean,
That probably hurt.
that would really suck. That would
hurt a
really
lot.
suck. Speaking of said halfling, Alton, you're up.
All right. So conveniently, as it stands, being, small like I am, I can move through the space of any creature that is of a size larger than mine.
And you are a small-sized creature.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna, let's see, 5, 10, 15. Let's move about here-ish.
Okay. So you, sneak around... So,
Sleeping zombie.
explain to me the direction that you're doing. Are you crossing,
So,
you're going around the sleeper?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I kind of go around the sleeping mummy.
Okay.
You wake up the mummy that I put to sleep. I'm gonna be pissed.
Well, I'm not gonna hit this guy because he's not a problem right now. However, I will pull out my Vanguard rifle and aim for this guy.
Okay.
So let me do.
This is the moment of truth here.
Don't aim for the purple one.
Oh!
Oh.
Once again, Haran, you compelled. See, shoot right past your head and the zombie next to you. It's getting a little concerning.
Well, that's disappointing.
Something about trying to fire around a sleeping zombie.
Yeah.
Let me see on. Let me scroll back a smidge to see how sleep and gunfire right next door to it works. Let's see.
Until they take damage, uses an action to slap the sleeper or shake the sleeper awake.
Well, you know what? That is hilarious, and it's magical sleep, so I'm just gonna go with it. That is fair. Okay. We're gonna do that. And you just put a Glock on his shoulder to aim and shoot, but you haven't hit him, so it's fine. He didn't hear nothing.
It's a whole rifle. It's a little bigger than a Glock. It's just.
He's just like.
It's all right. I got
It's
you,
an
buddy.
Alton-sized rifle, so it's more like a Glock.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. You got me there.
Okay. You got any bonus actions?
I do not.
It's early on, so it moves pretty fast. All right, so now it's mummy time. Mummy's only going to do one thing. So, Builder, as expected, they're going to try and swing for you. 2 attacks coming your way from this chap and this chap. Notably, this one is not taking swings at you. So,
Mind.
top right goes.
Nope.
Nat
Nice.
1. The bottom middle goes. Holy shit! Double nat 1s!
I am the Lord of Luck tonight.
It just like there's a couple of zombies like walk up to you in your shield and they're just like it's like slap fighting you and it's not doing anything. It's just complete utter uselessness.
I raged for this.
It's pretty good. Oh, so while this slap fight is happening around you, Haran, what is your emotional state right now? I have to ask.
Fuck.
Give me another wisdom save, sir, and hopefully it's better than a nat 1. Holy shit! This table is cursed
That's
tonight.
not fair. The DM's cheating.
Eating.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Cheating.
Hack.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Everything is fine. This is fine. This
It's
is
not
fine.
It is totally not fun.
This is
It's
fine.
fine.
This is the correct name for this episode. This is fine.
It's fine. This is
Fucking
fine.
apparently. Maybe I need boss music because this is just like slap fight extraordinaire. Alright, so the torment of Haran continues. Jesus Christ, man.
That's what the title should be. The Torment of Haran.
Haran is fine.
Tatsu, it is your turn, but it's significantly more crowded in there. You could probably take stabs at things if you stepped in the door frame there, because this is actually a square. But it is your turn now.
So since that is Alton in front of me, correct?
This is Builder.
Oh.
He is tanking the middle of the room.
It's what I do.
Is there any way I can move past him to there?
It's real tight. That's going to be difficult.
Half speed, probably.
Yeah, you'd have to burn some of your movement to do it. So you wanted to get to this point. It was
Yeah.
5, 10. You wouldn't actually be able to make it quite that far. You're like right on the lip of being able to do that. With your current positioning, the most that you could probably pull off if you wanted to move and attack this turn would be to move right up here and stab at this one.
Alright.
Or, I mean, if you really want to, you could like stab the one that's asleep, but that's on you.
This
You
one's
could.
asleep?
Clearly
That one's
sleeping,
asleep.
yeah.
Yeah, he's clearly sleeping. He's like full blown, like leaning against the wall, like cartoon snot bubble, whole thing.
Okay, yeah, I'll attack this one.
Okay.
Where did my character sheet go? There it is. Hold on, Naginata, bitches.
What the? Ooh, that dice did several things. It was like a 1, and then like a 3, and then it landed on 17. It was a whole thing. All right, click on Naginata in the chat, and it'll roll damage for you. That is definitely 23 is gonna definitely hit this fucking thing.
That one's Haran.
Surprise.
It was a trick all along.
14. Fuck,
Nice.
that's a nice
Nice.
hit. For a level 1, shit.
Yeah.
So you skewer this
I have a
thing.
19 in strength.
He's a
Oh.
tough. What
Kimbo.
is remind me, is his strength score the same as his age though? He's like a kid, right?
Yeah, oh, he's 15.
Oh, his strength score is bigger than his actual age.
Yeah, he's just a biggin.
He's a biggin. So you take your Naginata and you like full blown stab into him. The creature, remarkably, isn't actually down yet, but you lift him off his feet and back down, and you like do the whole routine where you're like going back and forth and messing up whatever insides it might be. It appears to be just dust. And its arms are out to try and reach you, but it can't reach because you're using a spear.
I hate undead.
And, yeah, that's a solid hit.
Oh,
All right. Yeah, on that, Fee, it's your turn. Things are... I don't know if sideways is the way they would be going, but they're going.
Yeah, they're a little wonky in the wonky direction, huh?
Yep.
So much as before, on the train, Fee has a plan.
Mm-hmm.
She's a good person. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
I worry.
You're not the one that needs to be worried, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
She'll point to this creature with her hand.
This one?
One resting on her sword. Yeah, the other pointing outwards, and she'll say, "May the song of the goddess fill your ears." And in that moment, sound will come from the that way.
Told the
Sound
dead.
will fill his ears.
Okay. How does this work? Also,
It is a
Oh, there it goes.
save.
Spell
him.
save CT. What is the save that needs to be made?
It doesn't say on there, does it? Wisdom save.
What did you do? Bong is now the Mortal Kombat gong.
Finish him.
Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. I'm sure this will just be fine. Yeah, these guys have great wisdom scores. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, he's great. So you...
He has not taken any damage, right?
he takes 1d8 necrotic damage, and is this one missing any of its hit points? It is not.
Okay.
So it is a d8 of damage that you will roll.
Kitty.
Kitties. Kitties everywhere. Ooh, that's a good roll.
That's nice. I'll take it.
Boom. So that spell does do more damage against things that have already been damaged, but you're still kind of new to this whole combat thing, and you're figuring things out as you go. So everybody is literally learning as they go, in and occasionally out of character. So that is your action. You have a little bit of movement if you so choose.
Yeah, I'm just gonna step it like a little bit further away. You know.
A little bit of free
Feels
room.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. I like that. Feeling
All
a
right.
little safer.
All right.
What's behind me?
There's
Yeah,
a
put me into the hallway.
door. There's a door right there. Big locked
Cool. So
door.
coming back to a door. That's safe. Feels safe.
Yeah, nothing's gonna.
Pick it.
The Terminators aren't gonna walk through the door or anything. It's fine.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
That brings us again to Yasana. Yep. Thanks, Matt.
I heard my name.
If I move here, would I
Phil's
still
getting
be?
feisty.
I'll still be able to see this guy, right?
Yes, he would technically not be blocked because it's like right through the door. There is a straight line of sight there, so yeah, you would not be. He would not technically have cover. That's the one that was gored
That's-
upon the spear, and he looks pretty messed up.
This one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, and that's also the one I did like 2 damage earlier.
it is.
Okay. So, while Fee's spell might have sounded a little more pleasant,
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
yeah,
Do I have anything for this?
I'm also gonna do Toll the Dead,
Toll the dead.
but this one's gonna sound like really distorted, distant, like funeral, like church bells.
Oh, creepy as shit. So, once more,
Yes.
I gotta make a wisdom saving throw, and they have great wisdom.
Clearly.
So it's gotta be a 13. He rolled a 5, so you're gonna do d12 necrotic damage. Uh-huh, 4. And, that'll do it. So, Tatsu, on the end of your spear, you're holding this thing in place, and you hear creepy fucking incantations kind of being whispered over your shoulder, and the thing on your spear melts. It melts like it's been aging at a very, very rapid rate.
Thoroughly disgusting.
And zombie down.
Kind of shake my Naginata off a little bit, just like.
There's a little bit of
Ron?
goop. So that is your action. Are you doing any movement? Because you still have movement if you choose to.
Can I squeeze into the room, like pretty much over here where the zombie pretty much dropped?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go in between these two coffins here and kind of look between them, see if there's anything on.
Actually, okay, I'll take that. Give me a quick perception check.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So you actually do see stuff. You can't do anything with it because that would be actions and stuff to do picking it up.
Right.
But you do see on the slab that this thing got off of what looks like a ye old style potion.
This one or the one up here?
The one right here. Yep.
Right there.
Danger zone.
A ye old style of potion, and what looks like right next to it a rolled up piece of paper, perhaps a scroll.
Oh, is it a spell scroll?
Okay.
Maybe. So you know it's there.
Cool.
But you cannot. Well, technically, you have a bonus action. Picking things up off the ground, bonus actions, full actions. I'm going to say bonus actions if you want to yoink it.
Yeah. I'll take them.
5, 8, 13, 10, I'm going to find out real fast.
Come on, Matt. Rules lawyer.
Pick up a weapon without using action, but only one of them. Yep. So just picking shit up off the ground, interacting with an object is a free action. So yeah, you can yoink them if you do.
Yeah, I'll take them both.
You have a potion and a scroll. You don't know what they are yet, but you do know that the potion is red.
This feels like a trap.
Cool.
I'm getting a real sense that you don't trust me for some reason here.
Me? Not trust you? No. Vampire taught me nothing. Don't
No.
It's almost like she's played D&D before.
Builder, it's your turn.
Sorry, my
Fucking undead.
Excuse me.
So before that goes off, I'm gonna need you to really specify here. Where's your target going on? This guy right here?
Doing
Okay.
this one down here.
Okay. It's going to be the moment of truth. So 21 definitely hits.
7 damage, don't die.
So that's 12
Damn
damage.
trees hanging over my head.
So here's how this goes. Haran, you see. You and the zombie you're right next to. Squaring up in a little slap fight with Builder. You see Builder's eyes full of rage as he picks up his longsword. And you wonder, is this the moment? Is this the
Yes.
moment?
Yeah.
And then it comes down. You're not really sure for up until the last second if it's going to be you or this other one. And you see the zombie next to you gets its head split in half. Both eyes looking in different directions. One eye looks at you as if, oh man. Before it.
Mondays, am I right?
Monday's got me like.
You are absolutely in charge of all sound effects from now on. This is just your job now. I love it. So yeah, you kill a zombo. What you do, you still have more stuff. If you want it.
I will actually move down here to try and goat them into taking their reactions so that they don't hit the other people in the group. The
Okay,
other one that's there, because I don't realize.
that's fair. So, Haran, you get the idea that if you chose to take a swipe at Builder, you could. I assume you're not going to. The zombie does not attack you. Builder, give me a quick perception check. Never mind.
You're so
My
mad,
rage
man.
is
So
blinding
angry.
me.
Never mind. It's just another fucking mummy, probably. So we're in a real interesting situation here, because that's Builder's turn. Alton, it's your turn. We have a situation now of there is a mummy that is an ally. Most of you, except Builder, I think, are aware that it is probably the ally, and one that is asleep. So arguably, the combatants right now aren't completely combatants, but we're still technically in the turn order.
Alright, let's see. So Alden's gonna move right here, keeping his rifle. Can I make a perception check to see if I notice anything about the one that's conscious?
Yes, you can.
Alright.
So that's enough.
Oh, that was her.
Well, that was me.
Oh, that was you. Weird.
Let's see.
I was deciding if I want to take the attack of opportunity on him.
You definitely can see the glow from that glowing bolt from the first night at the bar, wrapped up under the mummy, and it's very like this close with a 20 perception. This is very clearly a dwarf-sized mummy, like weirdly obvious. It's a dwarf-sized mummy.
I think I found Haran, and then I'm going to shoot this one in the face.
Okay, so there's actually a note before you do that, because the first game that I allowed this, I actually did this wrong. If you're going to shoot something point blank with a gun or a ranged weapon in general, that puts you at a disadvantage. If you want to stab it with your melee weapon instead, that works just fine.
Yeah, I think I'll swap weapons and stab it, I guess.
There are guns in my settings that you can use point blank range, a la shotguns and things, but y'all don't have those yet.
Ah.
Yet.
Yet.
Shotguns for everyone.
I think in the interest of keeping myself from having to like completely swap weapons, I'll just attack it with my dagger.
Alright. That's fine. Okay, that is obviously a hit, so
Hey.
apply sneak attack to this damage because it's fucking asleep.
Alright.
There's
You've
no
got
way
allies
that you,
everywhere.
there's no way that you couldn't get sneak attack with this one.
If it's undead, is it immune to crits
It is
or sneak attack?
old editions, man. No, nothing's that.
Okay.
Believe me, I had to train myself to get out of 3.5 too.
Is it really undead though?
I don't
Don't
know.
know.
So minus. Oh, I did that wrong. 8. You stab it in the butt with your dagger. Goes and wakes up. So
It's not just stabbed, it's like rammed it up there. Like,
all the way. We're not going to continue this analogy anymore.
Taste my blade.
basically.
Taste my blood. I'm just adding a whole bunch of extra status effects on. I'll figure it out, but you definitely stabbed the shit out of him. He's not down now. He is awake,
Stab
however.
the shit out of him.
I didn't even mean to do that. So okay, that's a move. That's a action. I assume that concludes yon turn. As I'm scrolling
Yeah.
through options
Yep.
to get rid of
That
status
is my
effects.
turn.
I don't care. He can keep his fucking status effects. Whatever. It's his turn anyways. He's angry about that. So Alton,
He's a little butthurt.
you could say.
Oh.
Oh god, are you gonna die?
No, but that does hit.
4 damage.
I should not have laughed so hard. but it
That's
was
exactly. You stab him. He's like,
You got back there.
takes a
Did he
swipe.
stomp on him?
He's trying to backhand. Oh, chat's talking about live steel enemas, and I don't like it. Ugh.
Ew.
All right. So that's all he's gonna do with his turn. Yeah, as you wisdom save. Oh, you finally cleared a 10. It was a 10 wisdom save, my man.
Jesus.
So, you are now back in play, as it were. You snap out of it. Your compulsion is done. You're still covered in mummy shit, but
Curl up in a ball.
curl up in a ball.
Gross.
You curl up in a ball.
So it's
Is that
scared,
actually a thing?
almost died.
It is actually your turn now. You can take your turn if you choose to, or are you just curling up in a ball?
Curling up in a ball.
Hey, Ron, welcome back, buddy.
I'm still look like
still look
nothing's
like a
changed
woman.
about how he looks. He just curls up into a ball.
But you do have your own voice back. You have everything back. So
It's been a day.
Fuck!
y'all found Haran. Does that conclude your
buddy.
turn?
Yes.
Okay. You can do stuff, but that's cool. But he's done. He's done with this whole situation.
I guess I'll go ahead and take care of
The last one.
butt stab McSlappy over there.
You don't even have to move. You're already in position.
Yoink. Oh.
13 does actually hit.
Yay!
See some damage. Do you clear it? Yes, you do clear it. How do you kill the last Zombo?
From Alton's point of view, he would just see my Naginata blade come, because I'm stabbing him in the nape of the neck.
Okay.
So it comes out his mouth, just knocking out some teeth.
And there's just a moment he goes, "Uh-huh." Before he's like, so like leans forward and the blade like goes back into his mouth as he falls straight forward.
Don't follow me, don't follow me, don't follow me.
Percentage.
He doesn't fall on you. And you guys have cleared combat.
Yay.
As I'm raging and Haran still looks like a mummy.
Oh, good.
Uh-oh.
We're doing this.
All
Builder,
right.
But you okay?
Listen
You
to
did
question.
hear him say, "Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!" in his actual voice.
Should I do a
Now the zombies are
a
swearing.
50-50
How dare
roll?
they?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this:
Sure.
what do you think would be appropriate for Builder at this point?
I would say that Builder's combat systems are not damaged enough not to recognize that, so
Yep.
I will not murder you.
It's a close thing, though. Is there something in combat systems that really, really, really want to, but as whenever the oh fuck gets said, your UI basically does tag him as a friendly.
Probably recognizing the voice.
Yep, that's what did it. The little, if you have a little mini map in the top corner, it changed from red to blue.
Yasana's gonna search these two coffins down here.
Okay.
Ron,
I
are you
will.
okay?
I will save you the investigation checks because all you find in those are bones and just
Mummy poop.
cushions and mummy parts and nothing else. It looks like, from what you have picked up, except for perhaps the creatures themselves, you have found the loot that was lying around in the room.
Ron is slowly going to take off all the dressings and everything that made him look like a zombie.
Your beard needs fluffed out more properly, but you're back in action. You also do have this weird, like that silver necklace that they were wearing is still on.
Okay.
Pop it off if you want.
Bag.
Yoink.
Pop bag.
Okay.
Yoink.
Well, you.
Does this count as room 4, Angel?
Couple of things happening here. So you and everybody else who does take one of these silver necklaces can write in your inventory silver necklace parentheses 10 gold. So there's 3 others if people are taking them.
Ooh, I want shiny.
I'll take one.
Alton takes
Tatsu
one.
will take
Yasana
one.
take one. Tatsu's got it. All claimed. There you go. So
Schlooze.
when you guys are kind of like getting your stuff together, and then Builder, as he would, looks up to the sky and taunts the AI. The speaker's whine again.
If anyone said all 3, you win a prize. You might be surprised, but I bet against you. I hope there are no hard feelings. There might be after the next room.
I'm going to rip your voice box out, but not today.
B,
Ron?
Auspiciously quiet.
yes, I'm okay. Thank you.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear.
It looks like he's just composing himself. Like, that was traumatizing, and it's just like,
Good to have you back, buddy.
Apologies, you all look the same.
what?
Builder, the racist robot.
A what?
Flesh
It's kind of,
stings.
Oh. To be fair, all of you robots look the same as well.
Yes, we do. That's part of the design.
Got him. Got him.
We can fix that.
No thanks.
Just
What, you
need a
don't
bit of
want-
flair. You see R2D2 over there? He's got like 40 pieces of flair.
Fee will reach out a hand towards Yasana as if to like pat her on the shoulder. But she's not really sure that that touch would be welcome. So she kind of like hovers there, like I'm not sure.
Yasana kind of flinches away from contact.
Fair. So her hand stops as soon as she starts to flinch, and she says, "We'll have to have a talk with our teammates about their feelings about undead."
I'm used to it by now.
We can put the fear of the undead into them.
Oh,
What?
the dudes in this party are so fucked.
Ron's standing right near you. Goes, what?
I love it.
That's it. That's all she says. She's not answering her run.
Yasana's just gonna turn and walk down the hallway.
Okay. Round about the time that the speaker finished this little dialogue, the door did move to an unlocked state, where it was like kind of red before, now it's green, and with Builder, the closest one, approaching it, it does actually open up into the next area. Do you guys clear through?
Yeah.
Brr.
Let's go.
Well, let's check for traps first.
I
So
checked
we
the
don't
door
have a
open.
repeat performance.
Yeah, I don't want to get blown up again. Let's-
Investigation check, sir. Or whoever is doing the checkings.
I investigate by kicking it open.
Fantastic. The door opens. It was excuse me, I gotta sneeze it. That was a weird sneeze. Anyway,
Beautiful.
this is what happens when I do automatopoeias, I guess. Jesus. So the door gets blasted open, clanging metal and everything. And there's the whole moment where everyone goes and freezes and waits for the trap to go off. There's no trap.
There's no trap
Thank
so
goodness.
far.
Well, onward we,
know
go.
what
I
happens when we give him
suppose.
ideas.
Onward
At
we
this, probably at this moment too, you see Builder kind of put his head down and like just a little bit of body language there, but I don't know if any of you would pick up on it. So
I mean, insight checks if anyone's trying.
Yeah.
He would be that absurd. Make the attack. Ah, why did...
It rolled with advantage, but we always take the first one, so the 22
Yeah,
does stick.
Damn.
Start with that.
So, the ladies do pick it up.
okay.
That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Men, we don't know what we did.
You would kind of pick up that that rage and that anger that Builder just exhibited, like going towards the door and being like more aggressive than normal, probably isn't something he wants to do as uncontrolled.
Okay. But, as we're moving to the next room, I will say, since we're running a bit of a shorter game tonight, this would probably be a great time for us to take our mid-session break. So we're going to do that for about 5-10 minutes probably, get bathroom break going. And so
Me too.
we shall be right back. Bye.
Oh,
wah.
Bye for now. Let me do the button. All right, we're coming back.
Like, what'd I do?
You're a bad cat and you should feel bad.
She's not bad, but she definitely tried to eat some shit on my
Gross.
table. That thing was plastic, and it's not happening. No plastic. Don't touch my beard. Hi, we're back. I have
No
a
eating
cat.
plastic.
I have a
But
cat that's...
you're just made of fur, like her.
Aw,
It's a very
such a
tolerant
goody cat.
It's a very tolerant animal. Get out here. So, we back. When we last left off, the
Meanwhile, in the Fortress of Doom.
party miraculously didn't die.
Yet.
Yet. So
far.
y'all went through the door. The cavern continues on forward. These in-between spaces all look very similar, like it's intended to be that way. You can kind of get a sense of the vibe when, like, you're actually traveling between testing areas and when you've actually reached whatever this room that is supposed to have the test in it is. And when you go to continue on, eventually the room, or the stone hallway you go through, just opens up to a rather large cave. All right.
Are there healing items around?
I don't like the look of this.
How about ammo?
There are no discernible items except for the ones that you picked up in the previous room. Which, by the way, are we checking those out?
Can I take a look at
Necklaces?
these?
At the scroll?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, give me an Arcana check.
That's my specialty.
That's my specialty. So this would be done in the hallway. So that's an 8. Under a 10, I'm going to say you start to look at this thing and oh boy, like you can read it and you can understand it, but this is, you know, just by looking at it, that this is not your style of magic at all. And it's one of those things where, like, you're an English major and you flip open a math book and your eyes start to cross. It's one of those. You do, like, you're like, oh, this is some divine something or other. This probably would not be my best jam.
I hand the scroll to Fee.
Ew, holy magic.
Holy magic. Fee, a scroll is getting passed to you.
Thank you. Did you find this back there?
I did.
If you
We
want to
will
take a look
check
at
out.
it, Arcana check as well.
Absolutely. Am I good at that? No.
Let's find out. Depends on what the dice
This is gonna
says.
be the only roll that I.
I'm not good at it. Look, roll a 20.
You're holding in your hand a scroll of Bless. It is a one-time use of the Bless spell.
Oh. Ooh. This is actually pretty neat.
Is that a party-wide spell or a single-person spell?
It's a couple people.
Nice.
Yep.
How do you use a spell scroll?
So when you go to use a scroll, you pull it out and you read it aloud, like all wizardly, and the scroll is consumed in the use of it, like it will disappear in your hands, and then the spell goes off. It's basically like using a grenade. It's a use once and it's done.
Sure.
Sort
Does
of
it function just like the actual spell?
It does. It does exactly so. It's
Cool.
the simple level 1 enchantment spell.
Okay.
I'm hurting again. Can anyone heal me?
About that.
You
Uh,
can't heal me, can you? P.
I can heal you.
But will she?
So, ironically, as you start to... You're not quite into this new cave room yet. You're starting to get there. And as you're talking about this, the speakers overhead do actually whine again, as in if response to what you were speaking of.
Taking a rest during this test is not against guild rules. Indeed, you may need to set up camp in a spooky place during your career. Might want to post guards, though, just in case. No reason.
Oh,
You little jerk.
no reason, of course. Especially if we rest, I can certainly heal you. I just may be rendered a little useless until I kind of rest.
Well,
How long are we gonna rest?
4 hours? I just need a nap.
What is considered a short rest? Is it an
Actually,
hour?
A short rest is considered to be a single hour. And those of you who choose to can use hit dice. Each of you only has one at this point. During a short rest, you can spend a hit dice to roll whatever hit die you have. For like Alton, you'd be rolling a d6, I believe. It's a d6 for a rogue. It's either d6 or 8.
It's D8.
So you would roll that, and that's how many hit points you would get back. If it's a full rest, which is
8 hours.
well,
8 hours.
it would be 8 hours because that is the longest that some of you need. Some of you don't need anywhere near 8 hours.
Right.
But if you do take a long rest, then you have all of your hit points back. You get all of your spell slots back. And you're basically back up to full. Bless you.
Bless you.
I thought,
Okay, bless you.
is it special to clerics? I thought a short rest did spell slots.
I don't know. I think... Let's find out. Druids have a feature that do it. Well, nope. Not as far as I can tell.
No? Okay, that's fine.
You got cantrips for days because they don't run out.
Right.
But actual like level 1 spells or above that, you get those back at a long rest, not a short rest. But if you just need a quick break, you can sit down for an hour, use your hit die, get some hit points back. And when you take your long rest later, you do actually get all of those hit die back. So you can take more short rests again.
Who was asking for healing?
Hi.
Okay. If you'll give me just a minute here,
Sure.
I'll help. I think at least a short rest here though would be good for most of us, I imagine.
Yeah, I could use about an hour to take a nice little sit down.
Raring to go. Haha.
So we're setting up for an hour of break.
Yes.
Okay. How are y'all doing that?
not in the cave, in the hallway, perhaps.
Okay.
I would suggest the hallway, indeed.
Yeah.
The door's already open, but at least then there's only 2 left approach that we know of.
Okay. Well, so you guys settle down, take your short rest. Whoever is choosing to do said short rest and want to get hit points back, roll your hit die.
I did a thing.
You did a thing.
on
We're
accident.
going to say that didn't happen. So,
Yeah, that-
Alden, you get back. Yeah, it actually even D20 or roll 20 even puts that in there for you. You do get your die plus your con bonus. Thank you, Damon. And yeah, so you guys settle in for an hour in the creepy fucking cave. It's nice down here. It's pleasant. in the hour while is it only Alton that's actually just like taking the sit down and like zoning out?
No, V will also rest, but first she's going to cast healing.
Okay.
I just.
So
Wow.
Alton's at full hit points now.
Yep.
He don't need it if that's who you were doing it for.
Oh yeah, that was.
So you don't got to worry
So-
about it.
Okay, great, awesome. Maybe I'll use it on myself. We'll find out.
You can. Do you have any damage that you would like to try and heal?
Do I have any damage? I have 2 hit points.
Go ahead and do your roll. Your hit die should be in. So you get back 6 of those hit points on your short rest.
Okay,
Fantastic.
a little better.
Okay. Anybody else?
Ron just pulls out the little contraption that he's working on.
Starts messing with it. With, I assume, Builder, Tatsu, and Yasana actually kind of keeping watch around.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
Builder
three
will
of...
keep watch from the cave, like the doorway.
Okay. Almost like a gargoyle. He just stands there and he doesn't move. The 3 of you, that'll be Tatsu, Builder, and Yasana, go ahead and give me perception checks. Those are all actually pretty solid rolls.
Not
19. Wait, no, 9.
Yeah, the dice are fickle. You guys do keep a strong watch out. For the most part, you don't really pick anything up. Tatsu, you're keeping an eye out and looking around. The place looks like it's a cave. Maybe it was actually like really just a cave system back when this all started. Maybe that whole thing about the guild being built over an old fucking temple or something is legit. You're not sure if you're looking at that kind of like real stone or that kind of carved stone that they use for the fucking movies or whatever. Like it's just simulated. But everything seems fine enough, and you don't necessarily pick anything up. Yasana, going up the list of perception checks. Yasana, you see that this definitely is old. This is definitely the kind of cave system that, let's say, you're probably used to. Those stories are probably not all bullshit, and this doesn't feel like something somebody just built. This feels more like something somebody repurposed. Strangely homey. In Builder, highest of the perception for this round. You keeping watch. Threat detection is constantly going. Threats, you don't pick up. Once in a while, you think you see something up. It's like a brief, like, dim... It's not even, like, really a light or anything. It's almost like... Well, you would know, specifically. Like the barest glint of a reflection of, like, a lens. Like a robotic eye, if you would, as it moved by. Barely discernible. But it seems that, as you are set up this way, you are being watched, but you are not being fucked with. Yet. The rest of the hour passes. You guys do regain your hit points. And the adventure is yours.
Question.
Yes.
There wouldn't happen to be like any writings or glyphs or like anything on the walls.
In this particular area, in between rooms, not particularly, no. And up ahead is the opening cave that you guys see the picture of that you haven't really gotten in there to inspect it yet, but you don't see any like writing. It's just all like very natural stone. The little dripping of water that you can hear is natural water dripping. If there are hidden arcane things going on in this area, they're not here. They must be further ahead.
There actually are like glowing mushrooms, right?
Well, with that, I assume you guys are moving up and stepping forward now that the rest is complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do step into this room, and it is as pictured here. There are glowing mushrooms, and looks like there are several paths that you could potentially choose from in front of you. Just like by looking out at this opening cave, there appear to be like somewhere around 7 or 8 possible tunnels that you could go down, arranged from left to right in front of you. And as always, when stepping into a new room in this fucking test, the speakers begin to whine. And the voice comes once again.
Sometimes the path forward is not always clear. It's your job to figure this out. 60% of adventure tryouts failed this segment. 10% died to my drug rats. And enjoy the blood vines.
Blood
Say blood vines.
vines?
That sounds bad.
Do I know anything about blood vines?
Give me a
Coming
nature
from
check.
Underground world.
Give me a nature check.
They're like red vines.
check
Well,
for
damn.
vampires.
Well, damn. I actually have some people that might.
Ew!
You would know. Carnivorous plant.
Great.
Not
Never
like
be
something
in the
that like
fair.
with a big head like Little
I
Shop
gave
of
you this
Horrors or
idea.
anything. There's no like Little Shop of Horrors or anything like that, but they're literally like vines that kind of almost act like spiders' webs.
Need me see more.
Builder would also have pointed out the camera and any other movements that he would have noticed on the ceiling before letting
Okay.
anyone go in.
Okay.
What's that sound like?
I have safety concerns.
It's gonna be a running theme here.
Then why did you come?
Well, to join the Adventurers Guild, I mean, obviously, I'm excited to join the Adventurers Guild and pass all these tests. But blood vines just sound ominous. And those
They're not
statistics are
good.
not on our side. What are blood vines?
Well,
Carnivorous plants.
yeah, they're
Ah,
carnivorous.
shit.
It's fine. Don't touch them, and you're probably okay. Sort of.
Can I burn them?
Can you burn them?
Yeah, I mean,
Or
theory.
it's plant. In theory, you could burn it.
Yeah.
You could definitely blow them up. And she'll look over at Haran.
Ooh.
What?
Blow up blood vines. Let's do it.
So I would say, watch your step as we go
Wait.
on. Just be
I
careful.
don't think the cave is probably the best place to blow up of anything though. Could cause a cave in.
Damn, someone thought of it.
You would be correct.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't gonna do it. But go on.
I'm just saying
Yeah,
you
well,
could.
Do you have a flamethrower?
Yeah, I keep it inside my chainmail.
I don't have the fuel to create a flamethrower now.
Mine's currently offline.
Oh shit. Here we go
I
again.
mean, if you have fuel,
Builder,
yes.
it happens to men all the time.
Ooh.
Shots fired.
Oh, it's good. It's so good.
I assume that would mean something to me if I had a gender, but I appreciate the effort.
Say a little heart. Yay. It's so hard to do hearts on the camera.
It's weird backwards and it works. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
It works.
Did the robot just scold us for assuming his gender?
Yeah.
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 Did you then just call him a he again?
Yeah, they did. The robot just scolded us for assuming its gender. All right, let's.
Anyway, moving on.
Your masculinity is quite toxic.
Noted.
Whoa! This is escalating.
Don't worry, Builder. I swing both ways. Always, really. I'm like a revolving door.
I gathered that.
Oh, this is perfect. This is like the straight man that every comedy group needs, trope-wise.
To check for traps or anything amiss, what would I have to roll?
Thank you for changing the subject.
To check for traps and things of that nature, you'd basically just need to do an investigation check. Everybody who would want to look for things like that, because you're investigating.
God.
Not great.
No.
Here.
It's hard to, for most of these people here, it's hard to kind of discern traps in a more organic environment as opposed to like these tiles are bad or these are, especially when there's dirt and shit involved. Everyone's kind of more on edge because of the traps of the last room, and so everybody's kind of looking around. Alton, this is kind of your jam, so you know more what to look for than everybody else. And as far as you can tell, this is just a natural cave formation, and it doesn't look like it's been wired or like there's any like lean-tos that are holding up like a boulder or something that could like fall and drop or anything, like natural-looking traps. You don't see anything like that. You know what you're looking for, but it doesn't appear to be here.
All right.
You know those ball bearings that we picked back up? He's gonna. There's a couple of different ways we can go, right?
There are.
Different tunnels, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's just gonna like throw a ball bearing down a couple and see what it sounds like. She can hear anything interesting. If it comes to an end, if it seems to echo for a very long time,
Or drops off.
Or drops
or if
off.
something comes chasing after us because
Gets turned into a mummy, a little ball-bearing mummy.
Oh boy.
So, in attempt to maybe find some traps, maybe just find something that sounds a little different, you start tossing individual ball bearings because you get like a shit ton. I think a bag has like 100.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So not even needed to be counted. There's like 8 passages, and rolling one down each. It's like dirt, so it doesn't like roll great, but they get down there a bit. And unfortunately, you don't really pick up anything from it. Each individual tunnel, tink, 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 and it stops, and you wait. Nothing. You go to the next one and kind of like manage to hit the wall and like bank that one around a corner to see if it gets anything. Quiet. Doesn't seem like this particular idea worked this time. Or at least you didn't find anything, or more importantly, at least none of them seem to be trapped like that.
Well, nothing seems to have found us from the noise either. I wasn't. I mean, clearly we weren't really able to hear any sort of long paths or anything like that.
I'm also not seeing any traps in the immediate area.
Mm-hmm. How do you think we should go about picking a direction? Is there anything around like the opening of these paths, these caves?
So you're in kind of a natural environment. So in this particular case, if you're looking for something like that, I would say give me anyone who thinks that they would be any good at it or chooses to survival checks.
Okay.
Woo! Fee got a 20.
Where were these when I was trying not to die?
Perhaps combat might not be your only strong suit. So you guys have been tramping around for a little while, but as you mentioned before, being drow, this is a bit of a familiar sight to you. You're used to not necessarily something so like boring and natural and wilderness as these particular caves. You're used to more high life, well constructed, well made caves. So I would say Fee picks it up immediately with Builder and Yasana also picking it up. You guys have been tramping around a little bit, looking around, but out of all of them, with those checks, you guys can discern there is in the dirt, kind of like faint, but there is one set of footprints going up one individual tunnel. That footprints that do not belong to you.
There are prints here. Did y'all see?
No.
I did pick up on them, but not as swiftly as you.
Now, can I check for any kind of breeze coming from any of the tunnels?
That would also be a survival check. So go for it. Oh, it was on the 17 and it rolled over to the 3.
That's like the 5th time that's happened tonight.
Man.
Ugh.
So you do the old scout trick where you like lick the finger, hold it up in the air, see if you can feel any breeze going through.
I've got nothing.
How far can I see down any of the tunnels?
Well, with the glowing mushrooms and
No. Dark vision.
Exactly. With the glowing mushrooms and stuff, you don't actually need dark vision here.
Okay.
It is considered, this whole expanse is considered lit. Currently, at least. Going down the tunnels, there's a few more mushrooms and stuff on each of them. So you can see down. And you can probably see down, like, I want to say, like, 100 or so feet before they start turning. It's variable because they do curve. And it's not that you see all the way down because of the dark, it's because they start splitting off in different directions.
I would say that we should follow the footprints here.
Before we do that, can I also do the old scouting trick?
Yeah, survival check again. Woof.
Another 3.
It doesn't seem that trick is working in this particular environment tonight. So you're not sure if it's just you guys are off your game or if it's being prevented in some way. Like maybe in an enclosed environment, maybe there isn't any airflow like that. It could be a lot of things. You're not really sure with a roll that low. Sometimes when you roll low, it's not actually your fault. It just happens that way.
Well,
We should just pick a. I mean, the one with the footprints is as good as any.
I
Builder
Better
will,
ideas.
Builder will kind of step in front of Fee and look back at her and say,
Let me go first so that you don't take any more damage.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I'll proceed up the path.
It seems like we are assuming a marching order here. And it's getting kind of close to our end point, so let's figure this out. In what form of formation are you guys moving down this tunnel?
Number one.
Number 1, you're in point. What else
He
are we
will
doing?
follow as last time. Stay behind me, but you can use your sword. So she'll
I'll,
be
s-
next.
I'll follow Fee.
Okay.
And I'll be behind them.
And that would be
I'll take up the rear.
okay. So, as we get close to the end of this, you guys follow this tunnel for a ways. Water's dripping. It's probably about a 10-minute walk before anything gets odd or changes. It's a little bit of time to get the ambience set. It's a little bit of time to, like, become more accustomed to the environment. Everything's a little, like, underground, like that basement smell, a little mustier, a little, the air is a little more stale, a little less fresh than even the previous room with the fucking undead creatures with the tomb.
You know, I don't like the way you all generalize the undead.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was an undead tomb. That is true. But as we close up tonight's episode, you guys do get to an obstacle before you, but unfortunately for Builder, it's not one that he can stab to death, because as you proceed...
Challenge accepted.
Well, as you proceed, you guys run into this. Looks like a closed off, but not insurpassable form of cave-in that you do see the footprints continue straight on under it, as if they had the footprints had been made prior to the cave-in.
Before we leave, can I just go up and try and touch it and see if it's fake?
You walk up and touch it, and it is definitely not fake. Put your hand on the rocks and boulders and stuff, and they're actually easily movable, and you can almost see over the top, almost see the other side, like it's just a big pile of rubble in the middle of the thing.
Can I tell if this was a natural cave-in?
That's a stone-cutting dwarf thing, so I will never deny you that.
Okay.
I forget what exactly that check is, but I will ask you for a check. Let me crack open a
history check related to stonework.
Yeah, history check would be fine. Yeah. Arguable whether it's stonework, but... You know what?
Proficiency.
Okay, so just roll it and we'll see what happens. So that's low, but you got a 9 out of it, and it's double proficiency. Yeah. So that's adding on that more. So that'll actually take you over the DC of 10, which it was. And yes, you can actually discern that looking from how the roof is compared to everything else. It doesn't look like somebody just like drove like a dump truck down the tunnel and dumped it and left. It looks like this did actually collapse. Was actually a natural collapse of the stone. And with that, we are actually going to have to call it for the evening. But you guys literally have a mountain of rocks to contend with on your way back.
Builder stab
How strong are you?
Pretty strong.
We're going to find out.
Stab it.
We're going to find out next time. So thank you guys for hanging out with D&D Galactic. We got to find somebody to raid, as we usually do.